Everyone is trying to make more money in 2026. Working more, building more, launching more, more side hustles, more AI tools, more opportunities. And yet, most people feel stuck. Because while they're doing more, they're earning the same, or less. That's the frustrating part. You're doing what everyone told you to do, and it's not working anymore. Meanwhile, a small group of people seem to be playing a completely different game. They're not working more. They're not grinding harder. But somehow, they're winning, not by doing more, but by being seen more. So, what if the real problem isn't your income, but the fact that nobody is paying attention to you? Welcome to Bad Advice Finance, the show where we break down the worst financial advice people still follow and the real game behind money. Today's bad advice: just work harder to make more money. Because in 2026, that advice doesn't just fail. It traps you. It keeps you busy, but invisible. You don't have an effort problem. You have a visibility problem, and most people never realize it. That's why they stay stuck for years. For decades, the formula was simple. Work more, earn more, get better skills, get paid more, put in the hours, climb the ladder. And to be fair, that system worked, but only because the world was smaller. Opportunities were local, competition was limited, and your boss was your audience. One person decided your value. One company controlled your income. You didn't need to be known. You just needed to be consistent. And if you did your job well, you got rewarded, even if nobody else ever saw it. But that model had an expiration date, and now we're living past it, and a lot of people haven't noticed yet. Look at what's happening today. A 22-year-old with a phone can make more money than a 40-year-old with 2 degrees. A creator with average skills can outperform experts with decades of experience. A simple idea, explained clearly, can reach millions of people overnight, while a brilliant idea sits in silence. That's not fair, but it's real, because attention is now the gateway to money. Not effort, not credentials, not experience. Attention. And here's the part nobody wants to admit. The internet doesn't reward the best. It rewards the most visible. And AI made this even more extreme, because now everyone can create, but very few know how to be seen. And that gap is where money is being made right now. So people keep asking the wrong question. How do I make more money? How do I earn more? How do I build another income stream? But the real question is uncomfortable. Why is nobody looking at me? Why is nobody listening? Why am I working so hard and still not getting ahead? Because today, you can be smarter, more disciplined, more prepared, and still lose. Not because you lack value, but because nobody sees it. Because in this new economy, being unknown is more expensive than being unskilled. You don't get paid for what you know, you get paid for what people notice. And if nobody notices, nothing changes. So, what actually creates advantage now? Leverage. And attention is leverage at scale. Because once you have attention, everything changes. You don't chase opportunities. They start coming to you. You don't compete on price. You compete on perception. You don't depend on one paycheck. You create multiple ways to get paid. You don't wait to be chosen. You become the obvious choice. And most importantly, you stop being invisible. Meanwhile, the person without attention works harder, improves quietly, keeps learning, but stays invisible. And invisibility doesn't compound. No one rewards what they don't see. Now let's be clear. This is not about becoming an influencer. It's about understanding the game you're already in. Skills still matter, but skills alone are no longer enough, because value that is not seen does not exist in the market. So, the real shift is this. Stop asking how do I make more money? Start asking how do I become impossible to ignore? Because that question forces action, forces exposure, forces growth. Because if you don't learn this, you'll stay in the old game, working in silence, improving in the dark, waiting to be discovered, waiting for recognition, waiting for someone to give you a chance. And that waiting is where people lose years, while someone else, with less experience, less discipline, and sometimes less talent, understands attention and wins. And once they win, they keep winning. Because attention compounds. Money is no longer the game. Attention is, and if you don't learn how to capture it, you won't just earn less. You'll slowly disappear. And the scariest part, you won't even notice it happening.